Right, we are live. Hopefully everyone's having a good day so far today. We got Silly Billy in here. Ugh. Final. Oh, I should probably, there we go. Get myself scooted up just a smidge. But hopefully everyone's having a good day today. I do apologize for this week. It has been just a chaotic week. Next week is going to be ridiculous as well. I do have some news, though. It does look like your boy passed the first round of interviews. So I'm super stoked about that. We got our second interview coming up here soon. And on top of that, we also have a math test. Getting ready for those equations. Figure out what E is supposed to be in there. But yeah, it's been a crazy week, and next week is going to be crazy. Like I said, we got the math test. I'm training someone new next week as well. We got our lawnmower getting serviced. We got Charlie's getting his nails trimmed tomorrow, by the way, chat. He's getting those little toenails trimmed. And boy, let me tell you, he needs it. Woo, he needs it. Just saying. So, I am excited. I'm hoping the next round of interviews goes well. Like I said, like, I am so stoked for this freaking job. It's not even funny. Like, I want this job. And I'm really hoping I get a chat. But yeah, so far, we should be hitting 7,000 encounters, for Charmander, by the way. We should be hitting 7,000 if, we don't get it sooner. So your boy is stoked. But Silly, how have you been? I was gonna say, it's been like a full week since I've even, been live. So I was gonna say, what's been going on in the world of Silly Billy? Drink this. And oh my god, chat. By the way, so last weekend, the weather was kind of nicer, so I went outside and did some trimming of trees, right? Well, we had this one tree that's by our bathroom, and it is big. Like, it's like so close up to the house. I don't know why they planted it there. It's not a good place for it. And I did not have a chainsaw, so I had to use a handsaw. And mind you, like, the tree I was cutting was like literally like this. I'm doing that with a handsaw. And it goes up to like I would say about 2 stories tall. Having to get up there, cut all that down, and then slowly work my way down it. Oh gosh, chat, that was not easy. That was not easy. And then dragging everything away, dragging everything away was just a pain. Like, that was not easy. And then the other branch I was trying to cut down, it was so long, and it was like going up to the roof. Like, I could not find a good place to cut that. I had a giant pole saw, and every time I tried to do a cut, the branch would just come down too. It's like I literally could not cut it. I could not cut that thing. It was such a pain in the butt to try to do it. I was pushed back 30 seconds. I'm sorry. I can officially say it's not from lag, because I'm not seeing anything from dropped frames. I am not seeing anything of dropped frames. So we are golden. Oh, but no, it was a crazy week. I also got a boatload of stuff done around the house, which, the boy's got some laundry to do tonight. He's got some dishes to do tonight. And giving Charlie a nice good brushing tonight. I still heard your tree story. Dude, no, that was a few hours that I spent trying to take just that one tree down, just because I did not have a chainsaw. Like that, I'm not gonna lie, that sucked. And then, like, there was so many branches and so many logs there. I was like, oh, well, I'm gonna put it on a big tarp and I'll drag it away, right? Well, oh god, like, I was like huffing and puffing trying to get that dragged all the way to the corner of the property. It sucked. Because, like, if I was, like, some of those logs, mind you, they were, like, so big and so heavy, I couldn't carry them. So, like, the only way that I had was to drag all those logs all the way to the corner of the property. I probably should have done a few more cuts to make it a little bit more manageable, but my arm was getting tired. My arm was literally just getting tired. Let's see, nothing. Well, I'm happy. We at least got the Squirtle so far. I really just want to get Charmander and the Bulbasaur. Those are like my main two Pokemon I'm trying to go for at the moment. And then hopefully we get those quick and we can jump to other hunts. Oh my god, chat. By the way, I don't know. If you guys have not checked the Pokemon Center website, I would do it. They got so many cool like pins, puzzles, posters that they just added in. And they are amazing. Like they're like little like habitat areas or whatever, but it's for like every region. So they have like Area 0, they got Southern Island, Victory Island, Viridian Forest, well, that one forest that's in Johto as well. It's cool. Yeah, and I just got Emily, her favorite Pokemon's Jigglypuff, so they had this Poké-Doll Jigglypuff, and it looks demonic. Literally looks demonic, it's not even funny. Maybe I can find a picture of it. Hold on. I'm gonna see if I can find you guys a picture of it so you can see it. There it is. Oh, okay, it kicked me out. I want you guys to see this. It is too broke right now to buy stuff from the Pokemon Center. No, I just, I got the Hoenn pin. It's my favorite region, and it's Southern Island on top of that with like my favorite legendaries in there. So it was one of those things. I wanted something, but I didn't want to buy like a poster or anything. So I just figured, well, I'll buy the pin. The pin would be cool. Look at this Jigglypuff. It's missing its eyes. Like the eyes are like, where are your pupils? It is so disturbing. Is the volume much louder than usual? Wait, video capture device? That's okay, that's weird. Wait a second. Okay, I think I know what's going on here. I think I know what's going on. Dude, I don't know why. So, the microphone that we have is an XLR mic, right? So, it's really finicky. It's still... Okay, there we go. Hopefully that fixes everything. It's cute in its own way. Yeah, and I was gonna say, you're right, but still, it's like, ugh. So, my microphone doesn't just plug in through USB. It actually plugs through an audio interface. And essentially what happens is, it plugs in, it's got its little dials and everything, but it also has a program. And I have to keep changing the routing every time. And it's so stupid. And there's, like, no way for me to save it from the looks of things. There's no way to freaking save it. It's dumb. You think spending, like, $250 on an audio interface, you think the program would be pretty good, right? No, and I remember, like, just before stream, I thought I fixed everything, but I'm guessing the program must have closed? But it's one of those things, like, you bought the hardware, you think the software would be decent going along with it. Oh, that reminds me, chat, by the way. So, I think I found a good place for our shiny only Nuzlocke of ZA. I found another spot to hunt Eevee. I am looking for a good way to despawn and respawn it. But I found another Eevee spot, and Hawlucha's next to it too. So it's gonna be interesting. I'm working on the thumbnail for it now, by the way. But it's one of those things where it's like, I'm really hoping that we can actually get the Eevee, because that's gonna be the Pokemon that we're gonna need for that challenge. That's gonna be like a very huge Pokemon for us to get. Yo, buddy. You're just gonna lay there? He's waiting for Emily to get back. I'm gonna lurk for a bit. I'm bathing my dog right now. I'm gonna be doing that tomorrow too, so I don't blame you. No, Charlie needs a bath. I would just do it tonight, but he's gonna go out and get his nails trimmed. I'd rather do it after all that. Then besides, tomorrow is like my normal, like, get stuff done around the house day. So I'm gonna focus on that kind of being the last thing we do in the night. It's gonna be our wind down period. I'm talking to you, buddy. Talking about you, Charlie. Oh boy. Ooh. Did you get your dog anything special for their birthday? I know it's kind of a weird ask, but I know some people do like a little doggy cake, or they'll be like, get them a new toy or a bone or something. No, Charlie's dog-iversary is what I like to call it. It's the anniversary of like when you first got your dog. It was last week. And oh my god. Hold on. I'm gonna see if here, let me see if I can find it. Who wants to see baby Charlie? Baby Charlie. He is adorable. No, he was so good on his ride, by the way. So, we literally drove 3 hours to pick him up. And the whole time back, not even a whimper, not even a whine. Didn't even want to go potty. He was just the best little puppers. Weren't you, Charlie? And now you're a demon around the house. Yeah, right, buddy. Oh, he's trying not to sleep. No, he was such a good pup when we picked him up. No, and when we went to go pick up Charlie, by the way, it was, he had a brother, which his name was Shadow. He was a fluffier corgi, like a tricolor. Me and Emily almost caved in and got him too. We almost got two. We walked in planning on buying one puppy, but we almost walked out with two. Dude, I would have loved it. To be fair, I feel like he could use a playmate, but our dog is such a jealous type. Like, if me and Emily are holding hands, or if we go in for a hug, he flips out. He does not like it. He, like, tries getting in the middle of it. He is not a fan. He is a very jealous puppers. Alright, let's see what we're looking at. Name. Yeah, so far, no luck. We'll be hitting 7,000 encounters today, though. Okay, back to lurking. Good luck with the puppy bath. Good luck with the puppy bath. Oh, for anyone that's lurking, by the way, did anyone hear about the price of the new PlayStation? PlayStation 5 Pro after tax is gonna be $1,000. That is insane. Literally insane. Nothing. Like, it's one of those things, like, at that point, like, for anyone that doesn't have a Switch 2, I would recommend getting one sooner than later, because if Sony just raised their prices again, I wouldn't be surprised if Nintendo does a little bit of a price raise. Literally just for the fact of all these microchips and different components for smart devices. they're going to get more expensive because they're more in demand due to AI data centers and stuff. So if there's a smart device that you want, I would recommend picking it up sooner than later. Or if you're looking at a gaming console or anything just in the line of that, just don't get a smart fridge because it'll probably try to show you advertisements when you're trying to get something. Dude, Samsung's fridge ended up doing that where like they were showing advertisements to people. And I don't know who would want to buy that. Like, I would not buy a Samsung fridge now, literally just for that fact that they show advertisements on their fridges. Ain't no way in heck. Dude. We're just not having any sort of luck. There we go. Try to get everything synced back up again. Dude, sometimes this could be a real big pain in the butt, chat, though. Like, try to go through multiple screens. Just try to figure out, like... The remote we're doing is a wireless GameCube controller, right? And they go with radio waves. So sometimes, like, they could be a little bit finicky where... Like, a second later, one will go, but then all the rest will go all at the same time. And... Dude... Okay. Thank you. Dude, my macro is still being wonky, too. All my equipment, I think, is kind of getting wonky. It's a pretty outdated. Like, I got a lot of this equipment. It was, like, 2017. Oh, my God. That was almost 10 years ago. I got almost all of this equipment, like, 10 years ago. Oh yeah, that reminds me, the 10-year anniversary of this channel, too, is coming up next month. I was gonna say that's gonna be fun. I think it's the 16th of April? Hi, buddy. Staring at me, chat. My dog is literally just trying to have a staring contest with me right now. I see you. He's being a sweetie. Literally just sitting there just... There we go. Perfect. Yeah, but no. We got the shiny Squirtle. I'm happy about that. But I'm hoping Charmander, we can get it today. And then we could start going after the Bulbasaur. Dude, it's just the crazy odds that we were able to get a shiny female starter is insane. I still find that crazy. Nothing. Yeah, we'll at least be past it at least 7,000 encounters today, though. I really should time how much each encounter takes, roughly. I would say it's about a minute for each encounter, if I had to take a guess. Okay, well that sucked. And Charmander is going to be named... No. What the heck? Okay, there we go. Dude. Okay, back to Lurkin. Lurkin Turkin. And what are we looking at? No shiny. Yeah, no, sometimes this could be like really, really finicky. Just for the fact of, like I said, it is so easy to get yourself desynced. Like, I don't know if you guys have ever looked back at our Jirachi hunt. That was just with 4 systems, and it was a pain in the butt to try to get all that to stay up to snuff. Especially, like, you throw wild encounters and everything in there, and random critical hits because you gotta battle May. It was a pain in the butt. I was trying to get a good picture of him sleeping, chat, and it did not go very well. It did not go very well. Aw, he just hurt. I swear, he knows whenever you're trying to take a picture of him, chat, by the way. He will literally, like, just turn. Like, he knows what you're trying to do. And he literally will just turn the other way so you can't get a good picture of him. It's like he knows. Alright, I'll do my count there. Baby boy. Alright, nothing. Oh, that's right. I just remembered something. I need to get my car straightened out. I need to get my car cleaned out. I still have some, like, clothes for... I thought I might have an interview this week with, it was the same job I'm trying to go for, right? So I thought I potentially might have a interview, so I kept, some nicer clothes in my car in case if I needed to change. I need to get all that stuff taken out of there, too. Before, and clean off, Charlie's, dog car seat. Get all that cleaned up. Nothing. Oh, we already did the count. That's right. Yeah, so far we've just been having no luck. Let's see. Ooh. Oh my goodness, chat. Your boy is tired. He got a lot of sleep last night, but with how much sleep I've been getting just throughout the week as a whole, I want more sleep. Okay, that's weird. Something I want to check out quick. Let's see. No shinies. Yeah, we have not been getting very lucky with this. Alright, come on. Oh. No, Squirtle. There it goes. We got it. Yo, G-Eddie boy, welcome on in.
Hello there.
Yeah, we have not been having much luck today so far with the starters. It's only been half an hour, but we're still under odds. Yeah, so we got the Squirtle. We are working on Charmander and Bulbasaur currently. Just no luck with the Charmander yet. Changing my name. Wait, why are you changing your name? Wait, are you gonna be Gianni, man? My old one was GV, by the way. Wait, so is this just a new account, or was this like you changed your name but now you don't like it, so you're gonna change it back type of situation? Which one are we talking about here? He's still just over there, just Jared. Whew. Let's see, nothing. Thought Emily would have been home by now. I'm guessing not, Chad. I was gonna say, I figured she would have been home by now. Because normally she gets home at around this time. I'm just trying to, because whenever she comes home, Charlie's gonna go ballistic. So I'm just trying to figure out when he's gonna start going nuts. Let's see. Any shinies? No. Lame. No, I remember your name is GV, but I was just curious, like, did you just make a new account, or did you end up just changing your name? Also, why the name change? And why boy? Like, what? Why did you end up doing the name change, GV? Just a different name. Yeah, because I was gonna say, I remember you. You used to come, like you were saying, you came in, like, literally all the time. That I remember. Put my phone over there. That way I could kind of stretch out a little bit. I don't have a lot of space on my desk because, between my the two switches, my, devices for my controllers, the Steam Deck, or the Stream Deck, and my keyboard and mouse. Gosh darn it. Kind of ran out of space. Ugh. That and the drawing tablet. The drawing tablet's also a little bit of the way too, but it acts as a good monitor. Okay, I'm back. Pupper is all clean. Hey, let's go. Ooh, I remembered what I wanted. I wanted to make more muffins this weekend. Your boy needs to make some muffins. That'd be good for, like, lunches and stuff. I just need to figure out, like, what is going to be a good way to keep them fresh? No, I think I've talked about this before. I've been trying to find this recipe from this old restaurant that got shut down. And it was a tradition. Every Thanksgiving and Christmas, my grandma would go out and get us cranberry walnut muffins. And I've been trying to find that recipe for the life of me. Like, I even got in contact with the owner, right? And what ended up happening is he does not want to give the recipe out. So I'm trying to find something similar to it so I can keep that tradition going. Why'd you take a break from streaming for, like, a year? I think it was 2 years. The issue that we were having is... So, the internet towers around this area, because we live out in the country, so we don't really have access to many internet providers. So what ended up happening was they started upgrading the towers, and that kind of left us in a bad place because, yeah, the towers got upgraded, but our satellite just did not want to connect with it very well, so our internet speed was trash. So we were trying to stream, we were even trying to stream at 480p. Like that would be, like, the best, like, resolution you could actually watch the stream at. And yeah, we couldn't even do that smoothly at all. So I pretty much, for the time being, I just put everything down and was, like, trying to focus on a few other things. And so what ended up happening was I eventually just, we tried it again. It wasn't working, so I was like, okay, we're gonna get Starlink instead. So we got Starlink and haven't looked back ever since. It's really, and the sad part is that's, like, our only option. It's either Starlink or our old provider. And our old provider is just... And it's not that the provider is bad, right? It's just we're in a very weird area compared to where the towers are. So, like, we got trees that are blocking the way from the tower, so we need a very special antenna on our house, right? Well, we can't use the other type of antenna because we got the trees in the way. And if we stick with the tree antenna, it's just out of range. So when I was talking with them, they said it would be about a 2-year wait for new equipment. And at that point, Emily's like, no, we're not going with the Starlink provider. The technology just isn't there yet. But eventually she saw how frustrated I was getting with everything, so she caved. It was like, yeah, you just get it. So yeah, we ended up getting a new provider and we're back. I don't know why, but every time I bathe my dog, he goes crazy and zooms around the house. Silly, the reason why they do that is he's trying to get dry. Charlie does the exact same thing. If he's not, like, fully dry, that's what he'll do. He'll literally run around the house, and then he'll start rubbing on everything. And to be fair, I kind of like it when he goes crazy like that, just for the fact of it calms him down. He is a very energetic dog. Like, no matter how much, like, we run around with him and stuff, he always has, like, more energy. He's like the Energizer Bunny, right? And sometimes when you just get home, you want to sit down and relax. He has so much energy, it's just, he can't get it burnt off. Still kind of new to the dog world. Hey, you're good. I was gonna say, the reason why I know this is just because, I was kind of, like, wondering what that was all about myself, so I looked into it, and that's what I found. You'll find, like, a few weird little quirks that dogs have, and you'll eventually just get curious and look it up yourself. Yeah, just like, dogs don't like having their paws touched. So, like, doing nail trims. Oh my gosh. So, like, Charlie, he used to be okay getting his nails trimmed, right? Now we gotta take him in because whenever we try, he'll start staring at us. Like, it's like, no, you don't touch my paws. Very, very finicky with his paws, but that could be a corgi thing, to be fair. Corgis are literally just big dogs in a small body, essentially is what they are. And I love my corgi, don't get me wrong, but he is a little crazy. Right, Charlie? As he's just laying there. He's literally just laying in front of the door, waiting for my fiance to pull in. Literally just waiting for her to pull in. Oh. Dude, the news for, like, gaming has been crazy. Like, the Mario movie stuff we got the other day. And then the the news of the PlayStation prices. I don't know if anyone plays, like, PlayStation or whatever. But $1,000 after tax for a PS5 Pro. Now, I had a feeling, once the prices of all these, computer components and all the tariff stuff, I had a feeling they were going to extend. For those of you guys that don't know or haven't looked into, like, Xbox 360 era, for example, right? They literally extended the... Here, let's get this sync back up. They extended the system's life cycle, essentially. Where it was like 8 years or 9 years. Ooh, that was a hiccup. No, but they literally extended the life of the 360 just because prices were starting to get a little bit higher. But like... I was gonna say, my acid reflex has been kicking in like bad. But no, if you guys are looking for any, like, smart devices and stuff, I would recommend probably getting them sooner than later. Because the prices are slowly just gonna go up, which sucks. No, it's gonna get to the point where gaming is literally just gonna be a luxury item, and it's gonna suck. And luckily enough for us, at least Nintendo is getting a lot of these newer games for, like, other systems, even though they don't run as great. It at least gives people a viable option to play them if they want. Like, for example, like, Fallout 4. I've never played Fallout 4. I played 3 and I played New Vegas, but I've never played 4. I'd be willing to give it a shot on 4. Weird. I just noticed you got 3,000 plus subs for the last time I checked. No, we grew a lot with shorts. So, between shorts and, we did, like, 2 videos. Like, that's really been helping us out. I still want to try to do more videos. It's just kind of the time that I have right now makes it a little bit difficult for recordings and everything. It's in my bag. I actually got, something for, like, recordings. Basically, like, I'll get the footage, and then I'm gonna record audio, like, through my phone. I got a special microphone for it as well, and then I'd be able to transfer that over to the editing software. But I'm just trying to find ways to where I can still do videos, even with my crazy schedule. But if I do end up getting this job, though, I don't see it being any more than 50 hours, so it should be a lot easier to be able to manage everything. Should be a lot easier to be able to manage everything. Still just laying there, chat. He is literally still just laying there. It is adorable. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I was gonna say, our goal this year is to try to hit 10,000 subscribers. I don't know how possible that is, but we're trying. I was gonna say, because what? We're at... Yeah, we're close to 8,000 subscribers now. We're like 283 subscribers away so far. We should probably have like a subscriber goal up as well. I feel like would be kind of cool, but I don't want to clutter the screen more than what we already have. I was gonna say, just all these screens aren't helping. All these screens are not helping. Due to the fact that we're so close already to 7,000 resets for this thing. There we go. Perfect. Palatown. Yeah, no, I want to do like a playthrough of like XD as well. I feel like would be kind of fun. Like a Nuzlocke playthrough. Like nothing crazy, but I feel like something like that could be fun. The fact that it's on NSO. Actually, did they fix that? They had a weird issue with XD on Nintendo Switch Online where saving, like you can't like do anything with saving because like it like gets corrupted and then your pretty much all your progress is gone. Which, to be fair, I wish they could have looked more into that because I think that was a problem with the GameCube version as well. Like if you tried emulating the GameCube version, it was literally just all wonky. Charlie? He's literally just flexing his tail. It's going like... Buddy? What's wrong? Goofball. Yep, he's just gonna get patient for Emily to get home. And I'm refusing to say the M word right now. If I say Ebo-Eb, he's gonna go ballistic. See, still nothing. There it goes. Perfect. Oh my goodness. Your boy is starting to get a little tired. Not gonna lie. It's been a lot of, like, jumping, like, back and forth between this and the Shiny Only Nuzlocke. Which, to be fair, I really want to go gun-ho on that here soon. But there's still so many Shiny Huts that I want to try to do with Fire Red Leaf Green before Winds and Waves comes out. You know what? I just had this thought. Should we make a Shiny Bingo board, chat? Oh, crap. That reminds me, too. We have not updated the... Here, I'm going to do that here really quick before I forget. We have not updated the Ribbon Quest, or not the Ribbon Quest, the... we had this map for our Shiny Only Nuzlocke. And I just need to find it quick. Oh, that's right. I wanted to do a folder, too. So I made a map of all the... Okay, this is really weird. Like, what the heck? It's here somewhere. It's here somewhere, chat. There it is. I need to update this map. Why is it? There it is. Perfect. We're gonna get this updated. There we go. And then it was over here we got to... Perfect. My dog just ran out of the backyard, got himself all... Oh, welcome to the dog world. No, they just want to, basically, they want to try to get their scent back is what they do. So they'll go roll around in the dirt and everything. And boy, let me tell you, it stinks. I hate it so much. Yeah, because we're up to one overworld and I'm trying to remember what was our last shinies for the ZA Nuzlocke? It was Fletchling and Ralts. That's what it was. So we need to get our last Pokemon, which we're gonna try to do Eevee. Eevee or Goomy. Goomy is gonna be slower, but at the same time, it's gonna be pretty solid. I was gonna say, I'm trying to remember what we are technically. I want to try to get more. Yeah, it was Ralts. Thank you for that. No, I'm just trying to get a good, like, team, like, mesh. Like, I want to try to make sure we got a few bulky Pokemon and a few pretty hard-hitting Pokemon. They're, like, my two favorite Kalos Pokemon. Sadly, I'm pretty sure I could only... Well, I might have a chance for... I might have a chance for Eevee with Area 19, I think it is. But... when it comes to Goodra, I really only have one spot to where I could catch it, and that's over by the rivers. Yeah, so our last spot that we would have to actually be able to catch the Goodra is going to be... let's see. It's going to be hard to see. Like, in the spot where, like, Area 19 and 15 is, it's going to be that section of the map. Yeah, it's gonna be that section of the map, like, right here where, like, my thumb is. Yeah, so that really doesn't leave us, like, we could get a Hawlucha, we could get an Eevee, and we could get a Goodra. Either one of those, I would not mind, but the thing with Goodra is, and the same with Sylveon, like, it doesn't Mega Evolve. Sylveon is at least a fairy type, so it does resist quite a bit. But at the same time, Goodra could be pretty solid as well. And it has a chance to actually be an alpha. Which, that right there would be good. So I think we're going to try to do... Isn't there a spot where Gooby can spawn regardless of weather? Not that I'm aware of. But we only got that one little section of Overworld left until we're completely, like, out of encounters for Overworld. And the reason why I'm doing that is literally just for the fact of, oh, we're not just going to randomly run into, like, a Fletchling shiny or something, even though we did actually end up getting a Fletchling shiny. But we won't have to worry about running into Fletchlings. I forgot where, though. Yeah, no, like, the river system is pretty much where I found the Goomies. It might be like a rooftop, is what you're thinking. I think I've seen Goomies on rooftops before. So, yeah, I need to figure out what I want to get from the other areas too. But I think we're gonna get the wild Pokemon done, and then we'll get to, like, for example, like Vinny. We'll do all those battles then right after, and we'll get ready for the Mega Evolution. The rogue megas that we got to deal with. I think we got a pretty solid team though, so I can't complain. I just got to be careful. I don't want to go over the level cap, which is going to be level 33, I believe. So we're going to be, like, switching through Pokemon pretty frequently, I think. Like, we got to... What? We've only had, like, one death so far, sadly, but... It was a Leo, so... Poor Cheeto. Like, I'm still not happy we lost a Pokemon, but if it had to have been any Pokemon, I'm happy it was Cheeto compared to the others, because the other ones are, they're big. Dude, I love how he's still just laying there, by the way, chat. He's just laying there, like, stone-faced. No, Cheeto could have been something amazing, but at that point in time, like, all the other Pokemon are pretty darn important. Like, Vivillon, like, if Vivillon goes, that's fine, but I want to try to keep Vivillon around for, like, the whole time. The fact that it gets screens, it gets some, more distance moves, and we finally hit 7,000. So, I'm thinking our next 2 hunts is we're going to try to go for the Eevee, I'm thinking, and then we're going to go for Aerodactyl. Now, the reason why Aerodactyl, it can Mega Evolve, and on top of that, too, it's just going to be convenient. It's going to be convenient. It's going to be resistant, or be immune to ground-type attacks, which is going to be big. Also, no nickname. I'll be sad if we lose. No, we need to keep Sakura. Like, it's going to be one of those things, like, Infestation is going to be huge. We got the Reflect and all those, too, so that's a big part of the reason why I want to keep it around, because that's going to be the thing that's going to help us with bulk. It's going to help us bulk up a lot of our Pokemon. And I think it gets Quiver Dance, I think, in this game, too. Hold on. I want to take a peek. Let's see. Screenshot. I don't think it does. Actually, I think I was wrong, chat. Have you thought of names for Fletchling and Ralts? I have not. Like, Ralts might be Onion. But at the same time, it is going to end up evolving into a Gardevoir since it's female. Let's see. Light Screen, Protect, Energy Ball, Swift, Endure, Giga Drain, Hyper Beam. Will it be Harking? Vivillon gets Iron Defense? Oh! It gets, Dazzling Gleam as well. Ominous Wind. So many weird moves. It gets Silverwind, which could be pretty good. Yeah, but I was gonna say, if it's gonna end up being Gardevoir, I want to try to come up with a different name. With Fletchling, I might just call it Wings, like chicken wings. Because to be fair, I don't know, like, any other, like, bird, like, it can't be turkey. And I can't just call it legs. I feel like wings is a good one. Or barbecue wings. Ralts, on the other hand, though, is going to be more of a problem. I mean, like, I think Onion could still work. You know, they got layers, and the dress literally looks like it's layered. Okay, I actually like teriyaki. I like teriyaki better than barbecue. I'll need to do some thinking. I'll need to do some thinking for when it comes down to Ralts. And then the Eevee, we'll probably hold off on the name until we figure out what evolution we're going to go for. Or if we get Goodra. Maybe Boba. I don't know why. It just seems like a Pokemon that would like Boba tea. No, Ralts would be a problem. And honestly, we could just... Well, I mean, actually, Ralts... Maybe Ralts would be better for Boba tea. Because I'm just trying to think of, like, your... Well, it's named after food. There's not really much blue food out there. Because I was kind of thinking, like, yeah, even if we're not naming it based off, like, food, like, your generic, like, girl thing, for example, like, the stereotypical Starbucks and stuff like that. That's kind of what I'm trying to think. That or, keto? I guess could be a good one, or... I can't really think of anything. You know what? Honestly, Blue Moon Ice Cream. Blue Moon Ice Cream, I think would be could be a solid name. It's literally just ice cream that's blue, And it gets Moon Blast. I guess that's not a horrible option. But that could also be for, like, Umbreon, too, to be fair. Let's look this up. Blue foods. Blueberry. A biscuit's not a bad idea either. Let's see. Blueberry. Let's see. Blueberry barbecue sauce? Oh, no. Oh! Jolly Rancher? Could be a good one. Apparently they got red velvet. There's also blue velvet. Honestly, I feel like blue velvet could work. It's one of those things where velvet is considered like high-class poshy. So you could go something like that, and then it's blue on top of that. So that could work, like blue velvet. That or just name it velvet, honestly. Kind of shorten that up a little bit. Because, yeah, we're still going with the food theme, but there ain't that many foods I can think of. Green onions and leeks. No, that's every time I see Ralts, it just reminds me of an onion that's been cut in half. Buddy. UB? UBE? Wait. Well, okay, what is that? I don't know if that's just a typo or... Boy's a little bit lost. It's a purple potato? Hold on. What does Gardevoir Shiny look like again? Yeah, that when it Mega Evolves, the dress turns black. Well, yeah, because that'll be the shiny version. I don't know, just throwing out random foods. Yeah, if we go based off, like, the Mega... I don't know, black licorice? Just name it licorice? This is gonna drive me a little crazy, I'm not gonna lie. I was gonna say black bean, cause they like do that for like burgers and all that stuff too. I don't know. This is gonna take me a little bit to figure out. Buddy. Alright, guys, we're gonna do one encounter really quick, and then I need to take Sir Charles out to go to potty. So just give me a sec here, and we're gonna do our last encounter, then we'll take a short 2-minute break. Should only be a pee. Should only be a pee for the little guy. Alright. Still nothing. Alright, guys. Give me a quick 2 minutes, and we will be right back. look at that. I'm muted. I completely forgot that. My bad. So basically what we're going with is macchiato might be good for the Rolts, because when it mega evolves, it turns into like a, I don't know, like a darker dress color, which could be like dark chocolate. And it's also a very basic Starbucks drink, so it works for like a girl. We're gonna go for roughly, chat, about another half an hour, by the way. Emily did ask me to help her with something, and she's gonna be back in about half an hour, so it's gonna take me a while to get all that stuff situated and sorted. So we'll go for another half an hour. Next week, though, I've decided we'll probably be doing the ZA Nuzlocke all week. I figured would be a fun thing. It's just one of those things. With this challenge, I've definitely enjoyed hunting on ZA a lot more than what I normally do. Well, you know what? Maybe Monday, what we'll do is we'll at least try to get the Charmander, I think is what we'll try to do on Monday. We'll at least, at the very, very bare minimum, try to hit odds. We'll try to hit odds and go from there. But I do want to make some progress. Literally just stared out the window. She ain't gonna be back for a while, bud. Poor baby boy. Yeah, he just wants her back. He's like, where is she? As soon as I say, yeah, his ears just perked up. No, he has a hard time functioning without both of us being here. Like, he doesn't want to play. He doesn't want to do anything. He just will sulk, essentially, is what he ends up doing until both of us are here. And then he goes crazy. Carly, down. Getting ready to bark. He sees something out there. Baby boy. Hey. Oh. He's getting impatient. Yeah, buddy. I was trying to... No, that's... He's literally just trying to figure out where Mom is right now. It's literally what he's freaking out about. Hey. You're okay. You're okay. Marley, it's okay, buddy. Come here. Buddy. Come on, buddy. Come here. It's not gonna work. He is like too dead set on that right. Too dead set on that right now. Oh. Hey. Stop. Little barker. We should have called you Peter because all you do is bark. Could have called you Peter Barker. See what I mean? It would have been fitting. He barks all the time. Plus, he looks like a Peter. Later, dog. No, I love it. Like, sometimes, like, I'll literally, like, talk with him, and he looks at me. It's like, he's, like, barking, like, and it's literally, like, I will say something like this. And he'll copy, like, each word with, like, a bark. Hey. Oh. Oh. Charlie, come on. Down. He just has his head down, just staring out the window like... Baby boy. I think I know why he's doing that. Little turd. Alright, next stop, clean the windows. No, he always smudges up our glass door window area. I'm gonna clean that off because I think I know why he looks out the way that he does is because he can't see out of it very well because he smudged it up with his nose. So I need to go through and clean that up. Little turd. Yeah, that's why, like, he, like, looks down. Like, I kind of just, like, followed the trail. It's like, huh. He does that so he could actually see more out there. Otherwise, like, for example, yay, more cleaning, I know. No. To be fair, Emily's gonna be doing a good chunk of this too. I just tend to do more of the heavy lifting stuff or the outside stuff. And she'll do a majority of, like, the inside cleaning. So, but with how, like, the weather is, like, now, for example, there isn't much outside cleaning to do, then I'll chip in with the inside cleaning. Yeah, it's just the sad part is, we did a good chunk of the inside cleaning last weekend, so there isn't really much to do this weekend when it comes to indoors. Besides for the laundry, the dishes, and now cleaning the window and giving Charlie a bath. But to be fair, bath time for Charlie is kind of my domain. So, no, when it comes to giving him a bath, he's a lot better with me than with Emily, for example. Like, he doesn't move around as much. That, and if we're both in the bathroom trying to give him a bath, it does not go as well. He's a lot more, like, frantic running around. Now, if it's just me, it actually turns out a lot better. How does he behave with bath time? It's a little bit different when he's in a tub, like in an actual bathtub. He's pretty good. He doesn't really move around all that much. He hates water. He despises water. So he doesn't mind it. But we actually don't have a bathtub. We only have a shower, right? So we have like a removable shower head, and I actually have to get in there with him and actually like clean him down, give him the shampoo, conditioner, and stuff. And he will like try to circle around me to avoid the water all the time because there's so much space for him to move around. So that gets to be a real pain in the butt. But he's normally pretty good when it comes to that, but once it comes time to like drying him, that gets to be a challenge because he does not like the blow dryer very much. Anything that makes like a louder kind of noise he doesn't like. I think it's just because his sense of hearing is really good just because how his ears are since he's a corgi. But it takes him a while to dry off, and he wants to rub on everything. So like in the shower itself or in the bathtub itself, he does very good. It's when it comes to drying him off that gets to be a pain. Now, if both me and Emily were in there, it'd be a little bit more chaotic just for the fact of he wants to run back from her to me, to her to me. And then he'll try to, like, doing all that while avoiding my towel. Because I literally got, like, a Charlie towel, and I'll literally dry him off with that. And gets to be a pain in the butt for the turd sometimes. Like I said, he, like, despises water, too. So that doesn't exactly help. Little turd butt. And my dog doesn't like bath time. I'm not sure what to do to help him to get more comfortable with the bath. How do they react when it comes to bath time? Like, are they, like, shaking or anything like that? Because I know some dogs, they just don't like water. But there's nothing you can really do to help with it for the most part. Especially if it's a type of dog that's got, like, 2 coats. They got the upper coat and the lower coat. Use treats. See, that's a good way to get around it. Like, the dog, I feel like, will never be fully comfortable because dogs don't like to feel confined, right? Like, dogs aren't big fans of hugs. They don't like it when you're touching, like, both sides of them for the most part, unless if they know there's a way out. And when it comes time for, like, oh, they're in a shower, they're in a bathtub, they feel confined. So it kind of makes it worse. And on top of that, the dog's sense of smell is pretty, it's a lot stronger than what people think. So, like, if you're using, like, stronger shampoos or doggy cologne, like that, he just cries and hides behind my legs. See, Charlie used to do that too as a puppy. It's one of those things, the more you give them baths, the more they get used to it. As much as it sucks, you gotta just keep doing it. Just keep doing what you're doing, and eventually they'll get used to it. But it's one of those things where, like, I remember trying to give Charlie a bath. That was, like, he would literally run away from us. Like, even treats wouldn't work. And mind you, he is a food hound. He is a food hound. He will literally do anything for food. He will sell me and Emily down a river for food. It's a puppy thing, and he can grow out of it. He can. It's one of those things, like, what you could try to do is try to lightly introduce him into water. Like, if you're in a place where it's not really cold, if you got, like, a little kiddie tub or something, or, like, a kiddie pool, just put the kiddie pool out for him. I was gonna say, get them used to water is gonna be the big thing. Like, yeah, they may not like bath time, but at least they're not gonna hate water. I was gonna say, how big is your puppy right now? Just out of curiosity, how big is Puppers? Oops. There we go. What are we looking at? Charmander, please. Darn it. There it goes. Perfect. Dude, you could, I don't know if you got the option for this, but, you could always try to take him to a groomer. And some of those groomers will, like, give him baths and everything, the nails trimmed, the whole 9 yards. Okay, miniature pincher. Okay, how warm do you get the water? Oh, no, you don't have to worry about the height. Let me see what I'm working with here. Pinch here. Aww. That looks like a one-coat dog. Hold on. We're gonna do some research on the pinchers. Height. Okay. But do I stand in there to make sure the water isn't... I would say lukewarm. Do it a little colder if possible. I would say do pretty much lukewarm or a little bit colder. They're a short-haired breed. So it's one of those things where I feel like if it's too hot, it's going to dry their skin out. And if the water's going to be too cold, it's just going to be very uncomfortable. I would say it's a puppy thing. I would say keep working with it. Like, even what you could try to do, make it into, like, a bonding training experience, essentially. Because when I'm looking up here, they're pretty good when it comes to training. What you could do is... I don't know how often you're giving them baths, but once a week, I would say fill up your tub a little bit, right? Like barely anything, like maybe like a fingernail's worth, right? In the tub or whatever, and place them in there and pet them. Just give them, you know, some pets, have them stand in there, have them get used to it, and then you don't have to do anything else. I would recommend doing that at least once a week. Or maybe like every 3-4 days or something. Yeah, it's one of those things where the dog is going to get over its fear and be with you at the same time. So it kind of works as a bonding experience as well. Sorry, once again, I'm still... Hey, no, you're fine. I was going to say, it's one of those things where, you know, everyone has to start somewhere, especially if they're getting a dog. Because, like, for example, like, when we got Charlie, I knew nothing about corgis. I had no idea what I was getting myself into with that, by the way. So it was like a... It's basically like going back to square one with dogs all over again. It was pretty much going back to square one with dogs all over again. It was, pretty crazy. Trying to get used to a corgi. But mind you, like, the breeds that I had was, a toy Pomeranian. We had a pug. We had a rat spaniel. And then we had 2 mixed breeds with Chihuahua and Springer Terrier. So, like, all those dogs have different temperaments. All sorts of different temperaments. So it's, depending on the breed you get, right? It could be a whole new experience. And that's what it was like with Charlie. It was not easy with, pretty much how needy corgis are. Like, they're very attention-seeking, and you never get time alone. You never get time alone. Like, even, like, with me streaming, like, if I stream for, like, 2 hours, he gets very upset. He gets ridiculously upset. Yeah, he does not like it whenever I stream. He just pouts. He'll literally pout, or he'll come over and bark, or... And it's because he wants attention. And it's 24/7, right? So, like, you could be, like, sitting on the couch. If he sees you on your phone, he'll knock the phone out of your hand. Just... Boop. Well, thank you for the advice, by the way. Hey, no problem. I was gonna say, it's one of those things, if you could make something into a bonding experience with your dog, I would recommend doing it. Just for the fact of... Like, it's going to be a lot easier for dogs to do stuff if, you know, they have their bonded human or whatever by their side. It's going to make it a lot easier. So, and that's like with bath time. Like, with me, like, lately, corgis choose one favorite human, for example. And lately, I have been his favorite human. Mind you, he'll switch off. Like, I'd give it, like, 2 weeks, and he'll go back to Emily. But, no, doing stuff like that with their bonded human, it's one of those things where even if they hate it, they know you're there, and it makes it so much easier for them. Ain't that right, Charlie? Hey! Charlie? What are you doing? Big yawn, that's what he's doing. He is just being a little turd. Literally just laying by the door, waiting. Baby. Alright, we got about another 5 minutes, by the way, guys, then we're gonna end stream. I do apologize, it is a little bit early, but we'll be getting back onto our normal schedule. Kind of normal schedule, next week. It's gonna be a little bit weird, because, we got our lawnmower coming back on Monday. Wednesday, I got my interview. And then either Thursday or Friday, me and Emily are actually gonna go see the Mario movie. So, we want to watch it, like, ASAP. So, we'll try to... The schedule might get a little mixed up. Like, we might do, like, one on Monday, and then maybe Tuesday, and then Thursday, or something weird like that. We might go that route. Just to make sure that, because if that lawnmower guy comes and drops off the lawnmower, we still have to pay for it and everything. So... Yeah, they're gonna come up to the door. Charlie's gonna go ballistic. And we won't be able to calm him down for at least like an hour or two. Like I said, he's a little turd. If he sees anything out of the ordinary, he will come and let you know. Like, there's a bird outside! Bird! 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 There's a bird! I saw a bird! Yes, we get it. We saw a bird. Bird! Oh yeah, you know I'm talking about you. He's just staring at me, like, with his ears just twitching over there. Little turd. Oh, my goodness. I'll get that sent over to her, too. Oh yeah, I need to take trash out too. We got a bunch of like empty boxes starting to pile up, so we need to take the boxes out too. My dog is currently having a staring contest with one of my ducks right now. No, Emily's been saying that she wants a cat, but it's one of those things like, I really don't want a cat. Like, just for the fact of like, my allergies with dogs are pretty bad, but with cats, it's worse. And I know we've been talking about doing, like, chickens or whatever, too. She's been talking about getting chickens. And I don't know the first thing about chickens. Like, I do not know the first thing with chickens. And I would be afraid, like, I'm gonna get, like, too attached to all these animals, and it's gonna be just sad. Right, Charlie? Don't worry, I'll get that door clean for you here in a little bit, buddy. Yeah, she wants, like, chickens, cats, because my thing is, my allergy with dogs has gotten better, I would say. I still get a little sniffly and stuff sometimes. But I also cannot take any allergy medications either. I'm allergic to allergy medications. So, like, Benadryl and Claritin, my mouth breaks out in canker sores. A few of the others that I've tried, basically, they just give me, like, horrible headaches. So, I'm actually not supposed to be taking those. So, allergic to allergy medications, dogs, cats, and pollen. Yeah, so you guys are going to be hearing me pretty stuffed up probably within a few weeks or so. Just saying. Dude, it just sucks, dude. Like, you're allergic to the thing that's supposed to help you not be allergic to stuff. The allergy starter pack. Exactly. Except my issue is I can't take any medications. The only thing that I can really take that could somewhat help with that would be, like, Mucinex or whatever to kind of, like... It won't, like, completely, like, stop it, but it'll kind of help with some of the symptoms. It just sucks. I might go in, once funds are a little bit more there, but I want to go for, like, an allergy test to see exactly what is in these, medications that I can't take. And then I should be able to find some sort of medication that does not have the ingredient that's causing all these issues. And then I'd be able to go from there. But the problem is, the allergy tests, chat, are so freaking expensive. Like, it's one of those things, like, I can't justify that. Insurance won't cover anything like that. So, yay. Alright, chat. We're going to get to 7,200 encounters, and I think we are going to call it quits for the day. Like I said, I got a few odds and ends. Yeah, I should have enough time. I should have enough time before Emily gets home. I'll be able to get everything sorted, situated, helped her out. Then I could get the I almost said the laundry taken out. I can get the dishes going and try to get all the stuff around the house done. Get a lot of the stuff inside the house done, so tomorrow I can find stuff outside potentially to do. As long as the weather's good enough for it. Right, Charlie? Really? Yeah, he was like pacing by the door now, like trying to like look out the window as best as he could, but it's so smudged up with nose prints he can't see out of it well. Poor baby boy. Poor baby boy. Alright, let's see what we're looking at here, chat. We got ourselves a shiny? Hopefully, please, give me something. Darn it. No, that's actually gonna be the first thing I do. Once I get a second here, is I'm gonna get that cleaned off for him. It shouldn't take much. Yeah, and then it's gonna be the trash. Get the trash taken out. Then I need to fill up on gas, which is gonna be expensive. So, just do all that in one fell swoop. And then the rest of the stuff inside, that won't be so bad. Ain't that right, baby? Darn it. No. Did you hear the word? Look at the look he's giving me, chat. Look at the look he's giving me. Hey. I know you're getting... Hey. Huh? That's the same paw you heard. And nothing. All right, everybody, but I appreciate everyone stopping out and hanging out with us. Either Monday or Tuesday, we're going to be jumping back. We're going to try to do maybe one more day with this, and then we'll do some Legend ZA Shiny Only Nuzlocke. Make some progress on that. He's like, Father, where is Bobby? Did Bobby get the milk? Is she coming home soon? But... God, that was dark. Anyways, I appreciate everyone for stopping out and hanging out with us. And I will see everyone tomorrow. Not tomorrow. Monday or Tuesday for another stream. Anyways, guys,